So when it is converted into nitrate or nitrite, then only utilized by the plants. And this work can be done by this some bacteria. So Rhizobium, it is found in the symbiotic association, associated with what? This leguminous plant. So this type of association is called what? Symbiotic association. Means the grouping or a pairing of sharing of two organisms with each others, and both are in a benefit. Means both are getting a benefit. Here bacteria got what? Shelter. Means it's it found its habitat or a shelter here in the root nodules. And what are the benefit of it for the plant? This bacteria converted this atmospheric nitrogen into nitrate and nitrite, and that can be utilized for the development or for formation of a protein and other things by the plant. So this type of association is called what? A symbiotic association. So nitrogen fixation means it's a process or methods in which atmospheric nitrogen is converted into its compound, or it is in form of nitrate or nitrite by the some bacteria. That is called a nitrogen fixation. Only not by the bacteria, it is also by the some natural process, natural phenomena is also there. By the lightning, when there heavy lightning or use a spark, this is the season when there are we can see the spark or between the clouds. So that a high spark, high voltage of temperature is also a natural process by which what? That atmospheric nitrogen change into its compound and then utilized by the plant. So it is also increase what? Fertility of soil. Next one is the production of antibiotics. Antibiotics, you know what? Antibiotics, mostly the antibiotics is given to boost our immunity system or our immune power, which can fight against the germs and bacteria. So some bacteria is also utilized for a formation of such type of what? Antibiotics. For example, anybody knows some examples of antibiotics? I'm going to write here some examples of this antibiotics. Erythromycin, tetracycline, streptomycin, oromycin, these all are the water. These all are the some examples of antibiotics. These are the some antibiotics which taken by us for what? To for the production of antibodies in our body, which can fight against the germs. Okay, means fight against the disease causing organisms. So it is also helpful or useful for what? Production of many kinds of antibiotics. And as you know that the first antibiotic is derived by the Alexander Fleming, that we discussed in the fungi. Now vaccine means this also increase or it also forms antibodies in our body. So this vaccine means is weaker, dead or weakened microbes which boost our immune system, or which injected into our body, and it forms some special kind of antibodies which fight against the germs. So for example, many vaccines is available in the market for the cholera, for the TB, for the polio vaccines. Many type of vaccine is available, and time to time government organize the vaccination camp at the Anganwadi center or the PSC or the CSC. So it also help, bacteria is also help in the formation of a production of a vaccine. Now next is the production of a vinegar, wine and the alcohol. Means many types of the wines, vinegar, alcohol, this also formed by the some bacteria, and that bacteria is utilized for the process of a fermentation. Fermentation process means it's a one type of anaerobic respiration, in which what happen, whatever the glucose present in the fruits and barley or wheat or rice, that can be changed into water. That glucose is changed into alcohol plus carbon dioxide. Suppose that this glucose is converted into what? Alcohol plus CO2, and this is can be done by what? By the process of fermentation. In a simple way you can say that fermentation means किसी भी चीज को ना सड़ाना in the absence of oxygen. जब किसी भी चीज को आप ऑक्सीजन नहीं दोगे तो वो सड़ेगा, हाँ, spoil होगा. So by the spoiling of wheat and rice and barley and fruit juice, we can form this vinegar, wine and alcohol, and this is can be done by water, by the process of fermentation. Now next, biogas production means some bacteria also useful in the formation of biogas by the decomposition of human and biodegradable substance. It can be decomposed and it forms water, methane gas and biogas, which is used for water, for a lamp, for a lightning a lamp, and for this also used in a kitchen sometime. Next, help in the digestion of cellulose in animals. Means sometimes some special type of bacteria that lives in the intestine of water, in the stomach or intestine of some herbivorous animals, which take what? Grass eater animals. तो उनके बॉडी में, उनके इंटेस्टाइन में क्या होता है? some bacteria होते हैं which is change this cellulose into simple forms by the means of one enzyme which is known as cellulase. So generally this cellulose is breakdown into, or it makes more digestive by the help of this cellulase, and this cellulase enzyme is released by this some bacteria that lives or already lives in present in the intestine or a digestive system of some herbivorous animals like cow, buffalo, goat. Now next, it is also help in the leather industries for the process of tanning. Leather industries में this also can use. It is also used in a tea factory for the curing of tea. So many more usefulness of bacteria is there. We are discuss here only this all 10 things. Some bacteria also lives in a human body, in the intestine of a human body, or that also help E. coli. When the bacteria E. coli, that is also helpful for the digestion of food in a human digestive system. So this all are the usefulness or advantage of bacteria in our daily life. Okay, so these all things are given in the textbook. Just you go through all things. Then next we are discussing about some harmful, means how harmful effect of bacteria, or how the bacteria is harmful for us, or you can say the disadvantage of bacteria. So just you go through this all things. If you want to note down in your notebook, so note down it in your own way. Okay, then I can explain here next disadvantage of bacteria. So now what? This all are the harmful effect of bacteria or disadvantage of bacteria. Mostly, as you know, that this microbe is cause for what? Disease. Most you can say that 90% of disease, except then this malfunctioning and poor functioning, or if a body part is not functioning, or a deficiency disease. So mostly this microbes is play a role as a pathogens or for a disease causing organisms. So here you can see this many cause for the disease, disease in human being, disease in plants, disease in animals. So main cause for a disease is what? Microbes. Microbes may be in the form of bacteria, maybe in the form of virus, or maybe in the form of a fungi or a protozoa. So now these are the disadvantages or harmful effects of a bacteria. Before this we all discuss usefulness, some advantage of a bacteria. So other side, bacteria also harmful for us. So what are the harmful effects of a bacteria? So first one is the food poisoning. This food poisoning, mostly this type. This season is favorable for a water, for a growth of a microbes, because already the moisture is present in the atmosphere due to this rainy season. Due to this rainy season, already the moisture's favorable condition is available in atmosphere. So this is the suitable condition for the growth of microbes. Much more microbes active during this season. This is the favorable season. So mostly food poisoning is taking place in this season. Generally you see in this type of season, on the surface of bread you can find this white color layer. That is what? Microbes. But that is what? It is not bacteria, that is fungi. So that is also harmful. So mostly the food poisoning is happening due to what? Bacteria. Some bacteria which is play an important or crucial role in food poisoning. For example, Staphylococcus or Clostridium. These are two bacteria which play a major role in the spoilage of food or help in the food poisoning. Many times when you feel pain in the stomach and you go to doctor, so doctor says that no, it's a simple case of food poisoning. So that food poisoning is due to what? This some kind of this type of bacteria. Okay, so due to some contamination, that food is coming in contact with some microbes, and we eat that food, that contaminated food. So we are suffering from this food poisoning. Second thing, bacteria brings about the showing of milk. Simply, slowly when you kept milk for the long time period, what happened? It's become sour in taste. It's not useful for us. Useless, waste. So that is due to what? The taste of milk became sour. ना मिल्क जो है ना फट जाता है, जैसे शोरिंग ऑफ टेस्ट खट्टा हो जाता है, फट जाता है. सो दैट इज ड्यू टू वाटर, ड्यू टू बैक्टीरिया. So water, it is also harmful effect of bacteria. We don't want that our milk is spoiled by this bacteria. If this milk is spoiled, it's not useful for us. So what? It is also a harmful effect or disadvantage of bacteria. So this souring of milk is also by this some bacteria. Now next, some diseases in a human being. Many type of disease. Tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is due to Mycobacterium type of a bacteria, Mycobacterium. Cholera, Vibrio cholerae, typhoid, Salmonella typhi. These are some type of bacteria which is responsible for this tuberculosis, cholera, and typhoid and dysentery. Many more diseases caused in a human body due to this what? Bacteria. So bacteria is main cause for a disease in a human being. Many times we are suffering from many diseases, so they are all due to what? Bacteria. This bacteria is also caused many type of disease in plants. For example, fire blight of apple and pear, crown gall disease, ring spot in potatoes. Many type, if you see potatoes, there are, you can find a ring spot, brown type or violet color of a ring type of spot you can see in the potato. If you potato cut it at your home or in the kitchen, you can find many type of a spot there, ring type spot in that. So that is caused by what? By the bacteria. This is caused by the bacteria. So these are all the disease. Fire blight of apple and pear fruits, crown gall disease, and this ring spot of potato. This is all caused due to what? Bacteria. Means bacteria is the pathogens for causing this all diseases. Disease in animals. Some diseases like bovine disease in cattle, salmonellosis salmonellosis in a horse and a chicken. This all disease is caused due to bacteria. Means this bacteria is responsible for causing this all kinds of disease. So in this way, on the basis of on the discussion of this all things, all diseases, we can say that the bacteria is also harmful for us, or bacteria is the most causative organisms for many kind of disease in the plants and animals and human being. But also the other hand, it is also useful in our daily life for many things which we previously discussed. So on the basis of that, we can again come to that main point of our chapter, which refers to what microorganisms, friend and foe. So okay, just you go through this all things. I hope you enjoying the class, and please watch this video very carefully, and if you any doubt, just you go through the textbook, and even that if you are finding any difficulties, any problem, without any hesitation you can ask to me. Okay, thank you once again. So once again, you go through the textbook, keep it in mind in your that textbook is necessary. All and each and everything is given the textbook, so please go through the textbook one line. Don't miss even a single line. Thank you. Have a nice day.